Hello and welcome to my new YouTube channel and my new allotment. My name's Greg and I've had this allotment for about 4 or 5 months now. I took it over late last year and then February came and I thought it's about time I'd do something about it. So I did. I ordered some bare root summer and autumn fruit and raspberries and I came up here and planted them in the ground. Then the heavens opened and didn't stop for about 2 weeks. So I got a bit concerned that they got a bit soggy, a bit wet and wouldn't take to the soil and just be rotting in the ground. And that's where I'm going to hand you over to now. Me 2 weeks ago worrying about my raspberries, and also I've done some other jobs whilst I was there. My autumn fruit and raspberries, and look at that. Surprisingly, there's a little bit of growth on there. I can't believe it, really, especially the amount of rain we've had. I just thought them roots aren't going to take. So yeah, I've got 6 raspberry plants, autumn fruit in here. There's nothing on that one yet, nothing on that one just yet. A little bit on that one, nothing on that one, and then on the 6th one we have a little shoot off there. So they're the autumn raspberries, and then we have the summer fruiting along here, and these won't have any raspberries on until summer of next year. That's because these raspberries grow on last year's growth, so we've got to wait 1 year for them to grow, and then they'll fruit, and then so on and so forth after that. And now we know the raspberries are all good, it's time to get cracking with today's jobs, which include digging in the raised beds. We also have a potato patch that we have to dig over. We might have 1 or 2 cups of tea, and then we have another bed that just needs digging over. So let's get cracking. So that's the little beds dug in. So now it is time for a cup of tea. So what is wrong drinking straight from a flask? But we'll do it the middle class way. So with the allotment, there is actually a main road that passes here. It's about 100 metres away, and I thought, well, it won't be very relaxing. I'd rather just listen to the birds. However, surprisingly, it's quite relaxing listening to traffic, and there is birds in the trees. So, and the combination, I don't know, is it like white noise and it puts babies to sleep? It's not putting this baby to sleep, but it's relaxing this baby. On a side note, these plus Stanley are brilliant. Never look back. Got this. Keeps tea hot all day. Keeps the hot things hot and the cold things cold. It is time. It is time to dig over the potato patch. This patch is only 2 by 5 metres, so it's not massive. Like, I will put my first earlies down here, second earlies down here, and I don't think I'm going to get a main crop in here. So my main crop is going to go in containers, which hopefully I'll do another video on once I get around to it. But yeah, so you can tell I'm putting this off, can't you? I hate digging. I hate digging. Why did I get an allotment if I hate digging so much? Well, hopefully I won't have to do too much digging with the raised beds, and I'll do this potato patch this year, and we'll have a think about what we're going to do with it next year. Potatoes are pretty cheap anyway, so is it worthwhile putting more fruit in the allotment, or just putting more high value crops in the allotment? Because the allotment's only, it's 8 metres long there, it's 6 metres along here, so it's 8 by 6 metres, but also there's a bit of a diagonal just behind the camera there that probably cuts off a good few square metres. So maybe it's down as a half plot. It's not a like normal size for a half plot. It's more of a quarter a plot. I have to do the maths with that, but anyway, it's not a massive plot. So what I've got to start thinking about is, once the potatoes are in this year, next year, what am I going to do with this area to make it more productive and more value for money, really. But then again, there's recent news article I saw where price of potatoes have gone up by 20%. So there you go. Where you used to be able to get a portion of chips for, I don't know, how much were chips in the 90s? 80p? I think they're about £5 now. Alright, not that much, but you get my point. Anyway, I am digressing, as they say, or putting off a job, or procrastinating is the word which I cannot say. But yeah, I'm going to start digging this over and get it done. And there goes the microphone. Maybe I should just pick it up when I want to talk. All done. It is dug over. Think about the raspberries with the ground being so wet, and I'm worried about the roots. The weather's also a blessing in the fact that the ground's so wet, this soil was so easy to turn over and dig over. So, you know, the good with the bad. But now it's time for lunch. So that's lunch done. I need to get the middle beds. I need to get those middle beds all sorted now, all levelled off, dug in, and make sure they're level and where I want them, because at the end of the day, they're going to be there for a long time once they're dug in. I don't really want to be digging them back up. So as you can see, there's a little gap that's going to be between them, and there's a little gap here, so it goes nicely all the way through. But I'm going to use that as like a compost walkway. So instead of just putting it in the compost bin over there, I'll put like leaves and stuff, like plants that are finished off, and just put them down there and let them compost like wood chips, basically. So instead of wood chips down there, I'll just have bits of old vegetables and stuff, and then once it's all mulched, I'll chuck them onto the beds. And there's the all dug over, ready for the potatoes, and then just got to tidy up at the back there. It's a lovely day though. There's been a little bit of cloud, but yeah. These little bits of grass that I dug up, they'll just go in the compost bin. So yeah, let's get this afternoon session done. Oh, it reminds me, I don't know what the cricket score was. I'm not even sure if I want to know, to be fair. So, yeah, I'm enjoying today. It's lovely. Actually, before we start digging these beds in, I'm just thinking it's time for a cup of tea. Cheers. Having like a good cup of tea. Yorkshire's finest. I forgot to get some footage of me digging out these beds. Let's talk about the middle beds for one moment, because what's going in these beds are really exciting. So in the left hand bed, I'm going to put some strawberries, and they'll be in there for up to about 3 years until I have to move them to another part of the allotment. And then on the right hand side one, this year I'm going to have what they call the Three Sisters. Now the Three Sisters are 3 different plants, one being sweet corn, another one being a type of bean, and another one being a squash plant. So this is a type of companion planting where you get maximum productivity for the space that you're growing in. And the idea being the corn will grow vertically, the beans will then grow up the corn and be supported by the sweet corn, and then the squash plant will spread across the floor, stopping any sunlight from hitting the soil, so I won't have to do so much weeding, but it also keep the moisture in the ground to feed the plants. Yep, I'm really excited about this year because I've done it once and had really good results, and this year, fingers crossed, I'll get the same type of results and I'll be able to share it with you guys. So that is a day at the allotment done. It's sorted out the beds, made them pretty straight in a row and dug them in. And you can see some white bits in there. That is shredded paper that I've popped in there. So if you want my credit card details, they're all in here. So next is the bigger beds where the strawberries and the Three Sisters are going to go. Dug that over, dug them in a bit and straightened them out. It just looks a bit more tidy than it was before. And then obviously the potatoes. So the potatoes will be going in probably middle of March. I'll start chitting them probably in the next couple of days or so. And generally the allotment now looks a lot tidier. All left to do now is have a cup of tea. I'll see you soon.